Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter from the same book, Hornbill, and this is chapter number 3, Discovering Thoth, the Saga Continues, written by A.R. Williams. As the title discusses and tells us and suggested that this is about a person whose name was Tut, and this Tutankhamun or King Tut was a pharaoh, was a king of Egypt around 3300 years ago, and he was the last, you can say, king from his own dynasty. So why the title is given as Discovering Tut? Because the people today and 3300 years ago also, they always wanted to know something about his life and death. And again the people are trying to discover new things about King Tut. And the saga continues here suggests that saga generally means a story, a big tale, a huge tale. So this is a story that still is going to get continued because a lot of things are still not known about this king of Egypt. So today we are going to start this chapter from the very first line. He was just a teenager when he died. So this is very important that King Tut was only a teenager when he died, maybe around 3300 years ago. And the last heir of a powerful family. This word is very important. What is the meaning of heir? Heir generally means descendant. Descendant means varis. So he was the last heir. He was the last king from a very powerful family that had ruled Egypt and its empire for centuries. For so many centuries, for hundreds of years, his family helped and his family ruled the Egypt. He was laid to rest, laden with gold, and eventually forgotten. Here it means that when he got his death, when he died, at that time his body was laden. Laden here means he was buried. He was put inside a coffin and his body was laid to rest with gold and eventually forgotten. And then they forgot. The Egyptians, they buried him inside a coffin with a lot of gold, with a lot of gilded material. Since the discovery of his tomb in 1922, and for the first time, his mummy, his tomb where he was buried, his coffin was discovered in 1922. For the first time, we got the body after 3300 years in 1922. The modern world has speculated about what happened to him. This word is very important. What is the meaning of speculation? Speculated means a lot of guesswork, a lot of assumptions about what happened to him. Means everybody wanted to know and everybody had their own theories about what would have happened, how he got his death, with murder being the most extreme possibility. And some people, they also thought that maybe he did not have a natural death, he actually was murdered. Now, leaving his tomb for the first time in almost 80 years, Tut has undergone a CT scan that offers new clues about his life and death. And now, King Tut's body was, I have already said that his body was found by the people in 1922. And now, after 80 years means around 2000, 2005, his body was again, you can say, got extracted. They again wanted to get the body out of the tomb. Why? Because King Tut has undergone a CT scan. For the first time, a mummy, for the first time, a body of a king was being CT scanned. CT scan was done for the first time to a, you can say, king, to a Egyptian king, that offers new clues about his life and death. And what was the reason why they actually wanted to take this scan, why his CT scan was being done? Because the people, the archaeologists, the scientific researchers, they wanted some more clues about his death and about his life, and provide precise data for an accurate forensic reconstruction of the boyish pharaoh. What is the meaning of this line? And provide precise data means a lot of data. They wanted to know some more things for an accurate forensic reconstruction. Please underline this word, forensic reconstruction. What is the meaning of forensic? Write down: scientific test to solve a crime. Whenever scientific tests are done by scientists to know something more about a crime, to solve a crime, that is called as forensic. And reconstruction means to build something that has been damaged. So something wrong was done, or maybe an illegal thing was done in the past, and if the scientists, they want to know, they want to reconstruct something, they want to know something about that illegal thing or that crime, that would be called as forensic reconstruction. And of the boyish pharaoh here means, pharaoh generally means a ruler of ancient Egypt. In Egypt, the rulers, the kings, they were called as pharaoh. Pharaoh, pharaoh. So boyish, why boyish pharaoh? Because we are reading this chapter about a king who was only a boy. He was a teenager when he ruled Egypt. So that is why boyish pharaoh is written here. Page number 23, first line. An angry wind stirred up ghostly dust devils as King Tut was taken from his resting place in the ancient Egyptian cemetery known as the Valley of the Kings. Now, where his body was put inside, where his body was buried, the place is generally called in Egypt as the Valley of the Kings. An angry wind stirred means at that time strong winds, strong gales, they were moving. And ghostly dust devils here means that a lot of dust was actually being thrown in the air. So that is why when the air, you can say, blew and a lot of dust was moving in the air, they made a lot of different kind of shapes in the air, and these shapes were are called here as ghostly. As King Tut was taken from his resting place means when his body, when King Tut in 2005, when King Tut was taken out of his tomb. And why they were taking him out? Because they wanted, these scientists, they wanted to take a CT scan of this mummy, of this pharaoh, of this king, after 80 years of his discovery, because his body for the first time was discovered in 1922, but after 85 years in 2005 his body was again got out of the tomb. Why? Because these people, they wanted to take a CT scan for the first time on a body of a king, of an ancient Egyptian king, in the ancient Egyptian cemetery known as the Valley of the Kings. So that cemetery means where the dead bodies would be, you can say, buried, graveyard, जिसको हम cemetery बोलते हैं. So from that graveyard the body was taken out in 2005. Dark bellied clouds had scudded across. This word is very important. Scudded across. Scudded means a lot of clouds were moving in the sky very rapidly, in a very, you can say, great pace. They were moving in the sky with great speed. The desert sky all day and now were veiling the stars in casket grey. The desert sky was being, you can say, covered by the dark bellied. Dark bellied means huge clouds, very enormous clouds. They were, you can say, moving in the air, in the sky, and they were covering the stars, and now were veiling the stars in casket grey. Casket grey, why this word is used here? This is used for the color of the clouds, because clouds were grey colored, and casket generally means maybe a box, an almirah, a cupboard. So cupboard or almirah, or you can say these kind of boxes, they were generally of grey color at that time, and that is why casket grey is used here for the color of the clouds. It was 6 p.m. on 5th January 2005. The world's most, it was 6 p.m. and the date was 5th January. This date is very important, 5th January 2005. The world's most famous mummy glided head first into a CT scanner, brought here to probe the lingering medical mysteries of this little understood young ruler who died more than 3300 years ago. The world's most famous mummy. Why his body or why his mummy? Do we know what is the meaning of a mummy? Mummy is generally an embalmed and preserved dead body. Means the Egyptians, they always thought that you can say the body, the dead body of a human being can be preserved, and they actually, you can say, believed in resurrection. Resurrection means afterlife. They thought that after some years, their kings or every human being, they got a new life. So that is why he thought that these mummies, they would go back to life and they would get a new life after their death. So the world's most famous mummy glided head into a CT scanner, means his dead body was put, because first of all his head gets into the CT scanner, brought here to probe the lingering medical mysteries. So his body was being probed. This word is very important. What is the meaning of probe? Probe means investigation. So investigation was being done because they wanted to put the body inside the CT scanner. And why? Because they wanted to probe, they wanted to investigate, they wanted to check the lingering medical facilities. Lingering here means some of the mysteries which are still lying with his life and death for last hundreds of years. For last hundreds of years, a lot of, you can say, mysteries were related with his life, and they still, you can say, were continuing. So these continued mysteries are called here as lingering medical mysteries of this little understood young ruler who died more than 3300 years ago. Maybe 3300 years ago, these people, they wanted to probe the medical mysteries related to this man. All afternoon, the next paragraph. All afternoon, the usual line of tourists from around the world had descended into the cramped rock-cut tomb, some 26 feet underground, to pay their respects. Now, all afternoon means generally what actually happened at that time, there were so many people, so many tourists who visited that place, who visited this valley of the kings, where the tombs were made and where these dead bodies of these kings were preserved and put. So a lot of tourists, they were coming and they were standing in queues, they were standing in lines, and they wanted to visit these places from around the world. So a lot of people from around the world, they had come and they had descended into the cramped. Descended means they were going down, they were going downwards into that tomb, into cramped rock cut tomb some 26 feet underground, to pay their respects. These tombs, they are called as cramped here. Cramped means very narrow, because the passages, the main, you can say, road which was going into the tomb, it was very narrow. Rock cut tomb some 26 feet underground, to pay their respects. These people, they wanted to go inside to pay respect to these people or these kings. They gazed. Now these tourists, they gazed here means they were looking intently, means they are staring, they are looking hard at the murals. Again, a very important word. Murals are generally, you can say, the paintings on walls. So these wall paintings on the walls of the burial chamber and peered at Tut's gilded face. These people, these tourists, they were standing near the tomb, and when they were going inside the burial chamber, burial means a chamber, a place, a room where these people, these dead bodies were buried, or these mummies were buried, and peered at King Tut's gilded face. Now, what is the meaning of peered? Peered means they were looking intently, they were staring hard at the King Tut's gilded face. Why? What is the meaning of gilded here? Gilded means made up of gold, because a lot of things were provided and given which were made up of gold, and that is why his face and his dead body, or maybe other things, they were called here as gilded because they were made up of gold. The most striking feature of his mummy shaped outer coffin lid. So, his gilded face was not, you can say, his skeleton was not gilded, but the coffin, the box, the casket, जो उसका कफन था, it was actually made up of gold, and the face, or the gilded face of King Tut was actually a striking feature. It was the most important feature of his mummy shaped outer coffin lid. Lid means dhakkan. So his lid, the coffin lid, was made up of gold completely. Some visitors read from guidebooks in a whisper. Means some of the visitors, some of the tourists, they were standing in queues and they were trying to read some guidebooks in a very low voice. They were whispering. Others stood silently, and some of the other tourists, they were silent. They were standing, but silently standing, perhaps pondering. What is the meaning of ponder here? Pondering means they were thinking about these things very deeply. So they were in deep thoughts, and what they were thinking? They were thinking about Tut's untimely death in his late teens. These people, they were thinking that why this king was, you can say, got his untimely death, and why he got died in his late teens. Late teens means why? Because he was only a teenager, maybe 18, 17, 19. So why he got his death in his late teens? Or wondering with a shiver if the Pharaoh's curse means, because they were troubling, because these people, they are going to get the body out of the tomb, and they are going to take a CT scan, and the tourists, they always wanted to go inside the tomb, they wanted to look at the mummy, at the king's dead body. So some people, they were really fearful because they thought they could be cursed, they could be punished by the Pharaoh. Pharaoh here means the any Egyptian king would be called as Pharaoh. So some people, they were shivering. Shivering means they were really trembling with fear because they were fearful of the punishment that could be given by the king. Death or misfortune falling upon those who disturbed him was really true, and some thought that maybe all these people, they would have to get death. Maybe somebody would have to die because they were troubling these kings inside their tombs, and some people, they have to, you can say, go through a lot of misfortune. They would be very unfortunate in their life because they were disturbing him. All these people, they thought in their own way, and some thought that they were really true in this belief. The next paragraph: the mummy is in very bad condition because of what Carter did in 1920s, said Zahi Hawass, the Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities, as he leaned over the body for a long first look. Now what happened? The mummy, the dead body of this king, was in very bad condition. According to Zahi Hawass was the Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquity. And antiquity is a department which deals with the antique things, which deals in ancient things. So this man, Zahi Hawass, who was the Secretary General of Egypt's Department of Antiquities, he gave a critical comment on Carter. Carter was actually Howard Carter. Howard Carter was the man who discovered King Tut's body for the first time in 1922. We read it on the first page. In the first paragraph, it was written that the body was discovered for the first time by Howard Carter, and it was 1922. And this man gave a critical comment. He said that the mummy was in very bad condition because in 2005, when he got the body, he said that the body was in very bad condition because Carter had done something wrong in 1920s. Means in 1922, Howard Carter had done something wrong with the body. As he leaned over to the body for a first look, when he was taking a close look of the body in 2005, Howard Carter, that is, was the British archaeologist who in 1922 discovered Tut's tomb after years of futile searching. Futile searching means this man was trying his best, but all his searching, all his efforts to search King Tut's or any other pharaoh's mummy were futile. But after so many years of futile searching, he got the body for the first time in 1922, and the man was called Howard Carter, and he was the British archaeologist. Its contents, though hastily ransacked in antiquity, were surprisingly complete. Now, this is very important. Its contents here means that the things which were related with King Tut, King Tut's body, and all other things, they are called as contents here, though hastily ransacked. Hastily means, you can say, very quickly, very in a very haphazard manner, means very carelessly they were ransacked. Ransacked means they were checked, they were searched in antiquity. It means that Howard Carter was to blame. Means Howard Carter was blamed that he had ransacked, he had searched the body in 1922. Very carelessly he handled it, were surprisingly complete. But still, in 2005, they found that nothing was taken out of the coffin. All the contents were still intact. All the things were still inside the coffin. कोई भी चीज़ चुराई नहीं गई है, कोई भी चीज़ मिसिंग नहीं थी अंदर से coffin के. Related to the body and related to the contents. They remain richest collection ever found and have become part of the Pharaoh's legend. This is very important, that the things which were found means the collection that was found with the dead body, with the mummy of this pharaoh, this King Tut, it was the richest royal collection ever found. इससे ज़्यादा अमीर, मतलब इससे ज़्यादा पैसा, more riches or more wealth never was found with any dead body, with any mummy. So it means that King Tut's mummy was the richest royal collection ever found and have become part of the pharaoh's legend. Stunning artifacts in gold. Now he is going to tell us that what kind of things we got with his mummy. Stunning means very surprising artifacts. Artifacts here means things which are made by handmade things in gold. Means all these things were made up of gold. Their eternal brilliance meant to guarantee resurrection. This line is very important. What is the meaning of this line? That their eternal brilliance, there means the things which were laid inside the coffin with the dead body, their eternal brilliance. Eternal means everlasting, brilliance means their beauty. So the beauty of all these things, because they were made up of gold, they meant to guarantee resurrection. They actually guaranteed something. They actually ensured that these people believed in resurrection. This word is very important. Resurrection means their belief. The Egyptians believed that these people, after their death, they would have an afterlife. Means they would, you can say, go back to life after some years. They would get a new life. So this thought was called as resurrection. Caused a sensation at the time of the discovery and still get the most attention. Means the people, they were actually very much paying their attention to the things which were you can say laid inside with the dead body. Means that royal collection was getting most of the attention. But Tut was also buried with everyday things. Means not only he had got those artifacts, not only all those, that gilded material was put inside with the dead body, but with the mummy there were so many other day-to-day things were also buried, which he would want in the afterlife. Now all these things would be used by anybody if they believed in resurrection, because they believed that पुनर्जन्म में बिलीव करते हैं. They believed in resurrection, afterlife, maybe life after death. That is why his body was, you can say, given. His mummy was laid with board games, with bronze razor, linen undergarments, cases of food and wine. All these things were given to him because they believed that their king would go back to life after some years and he would need all these things. So, board games, bronze razor, linen undergarments, cases of food and wine. Cases means boxes of food and wine. All these things were given to him. After months of carefully recording the pharaoh's funerary treasures, Carter began investigating his three nested coffins. Now, what was being done now? Because for so many months, a lot of things were coming to be known to the people. They started making a list also, and they were recording here means all the things were being recorded means they were making a list, they were making a itinerary. And the pharaoh's funerary treasures and all these lists were actually giving a hint about the funerary treasure. What is the meaning of funerary? Funerary means related to the death ceremony of somebody, and treasure means maybe you can say खजाना जिसको हम बोलते हैं, a lot of wealth which was put inside with the mummy. So this is called as funerary treasure. So all these funerary treasures, they were being recorded, means a list was being made. Carter began investigating his three nested coffins, and in 1922 Carter started a probe on the coffins. Why nested coffins is written here? Because there were three coffins, and inside these three coffins they got the mummy. Opening the first, he found a shroud adorned with garlands of willow and olive leaves, wild celery, lotus petals, cornflowers, the faded evidence of a burial in March or April. Means they found a lot of things. When they got these coffins out, coffins होते हैं caskets और maybe जिसको हम बोलते हैं कफन, ताबूत. So these when they were trying to get the body out of these coffins, they got three different coffins of different sizes, and when they opened the first, they found a shroud means kafan, the cloth that would be covering the dead body. So a shroud adorned with garlands, adorned means decorated. So a shroud which was decorated with garlands of willow, garlands means जिसको हम बोलते हैं हार. So the garlands which were of different kind of leaves and flowers, and wild celery. Then wild celery क्या होती है? Celery is ajwain. So maybe wild celery was there. Lotus petals were there. Means the petals means the leaves or maybe the flower blooms. And cornflowers. The faded evidence of a burial in March or April. All these things tells us that maybe he got his death in March or April. Why? Because all these things which were put inside his coffin, inside the coffin, they were to be found generally in spring season. When he finally reached the mummy, though he ran into trouble, the ritual resins had hardened, cementing to the bottom of his solid gold coffin. This is very important because when they got the body inside the coffin, they found that the ritual resins, ritual means related to various religious activities, religious ceremonies. जैसे हमारे जो पंडित होते हैं, they use a lot of things, maybe some rice, maybe Ganga Jal, and so many other things. In the same way, these people, they were using some ritual resins. Resin is very important word here. Resin means a sticky substance. चिपकने वाला कोई substance. So that sticky substance had hardened because their priests, they would have used at the time of his death, when they were putting the mummy inside these coffins, these priests, they are religious people, they actually went through a lot of religious ceremonies, and a resin, a sticky substance was used at that time. And because of that sticky substance, the body of King Tut got cemented. This is again very important. Cemented means his body got attached. Cemented means it got very, you can say, attached with the bottom of the solid gold coffin. The coffin was made up of gold, and with the bottom of the gold coffin, the body of this king got attached. No amount of legitimate force could move them. Carter wrote later. What was to be done? Means Carter was totally confused. Again, we are talking about the time in 1922. In 1922, Howard Carter, a British archaeologist, he got the body for the first time and he searched it, he discovered it, and when he was trying to get the body out of the coffin, get the mummy out of the coffin, he was getting failed. Why? Because of the ritual resins, the body got attached with the bottom of the solid gold coffin, and no amount of legitimate force. Legitimate force means they were trying their best. With force they were trying to get the body out. ताकत के साथ वो कोशिश कर रहे थे, that they wanted to get the body out of the coffin, but they were, you can say, making futile efforts. They were actually, you can say, not successful in getting the body out of the coffin by using force. And Carter said, what was to be done? He was totally confused. He did not know how to deal with this situation now. The sun can beat down like a hammer, like this far south in Egypt. Now, in Egypt, in summer season, the temperature goes maybe up to 50 degrees Celsius. And he thought, because it was maybe quite possible that they could get the body in the heat of the sun, and when the sunlight would, you can say, raise the temperature of the body and the resins, so the resins, that sticky substance, it could get melted and then they could get the body out. So in hope of all these things, he expected this to happen, so he went and he took the body in the heat of the sun. The sun can beat down like a hammer this far south in Egypt, and Carter tried to use it to loosen the resins. He thought that maybe the resins would get loosened, so he put the body where? In the heat of the sun for several hours. This is page number 25. For several hours, he set the mummy outside in blazing sunshine that heated it to 149 degrees Fahrenheit. Now he put the body in the blazing sunshine. What is the meaning of blazing? Blazing means in the severe heat, जला देने वाली गर्मी है. So in that, you can say, burning heat of the sun, they put the body in the sunshine that heated it to 149 degrees Fahrenheit. But nothing budged. What is the meaning of nothing budged here? Nothing budged means nothing moved. The resins, they did not get melt. वो melt हुए नहीं, and they were not able to get the body out of it. He reported with scientific detachment that the consolidated material had to be chiseled away from beneath the limbs and trunk before it was possible to raise the king's remains. This is very important now, that Howard Carter in 1922, when he got the body, he had used all his ways to get the body out of the coffin. He had used, you can say, legitimate force, and then he used the blazing sunshine also, but he got failed. So now he thought not like a scientist. He was thinking like a layman, and with scientific detachment. What is the meaning of scientific detachment? Means he actually got his scientific aptitude aside. उसने अपना scientific attitude side में रखा, and he started thinking like a normal, ordinary man. And he said the consolidated material had to be chiseled away. Consolidated material means those resins, those hardened resins, and they had to be chiseled away. Now this word is very important. What is the meaning of chisel? CHISEL. Chisel is actually a kind of tool, an instrument that would be used by masons. जो मिस्त्री होते हैं वो एक छेनी यूज करते हैं. That is called as chisel. So they had no other option, And at last, Howard Carter took a very hard decision that they had to chiseled away from beneath the limbs. Means the material had to be chiseled away. They had to use the chisel from beneath the limbs. Limbs, what is the meaning of limbs? The hands and the other body parts, the legs, they are called as limbs. So beneath the limbs they had to make use of a chisel, because they had to chisel away the resins, hardened resins and trunk, before it was possible to raise the king's remains. So this was a very hard step that was being taken by this man. In his defense, Carter really had little choice. If he had not cut the mummy free, thieves most certainly would have circumvented the guards and ripped it apart to remove the gold. Now, this is very important again. What is the meaning of circumvented? Carter had no other choice. Why? Because if he would not have cut the mummy free, if he would not have taken out the mummy, and it would not have been taken to a safe place, then most probably thieves, जो चोर हैं, they could, you can say, take the all the things, all the wealth, all the treasures could be robbed. So one of the reason why Carter had to take this hard action, because he was afraid, he was scared, because he thought that all these treasures, they could be robbed, they could be stolen, क्योंकि चोरियां होती रहती थी. So all these, this gilded material could be taken away by the robbers, by the thieves, and they would have circumvented. What is the meaning of circumvented? Circumvented means, write it down in your textbooks, hoodwinked. And what is the meaning of hoodwinked? Hoodwinked means cheated. They could be ditched. उनको कभी भी धोखा दिया जा सकता है. कौन देंगे? चोर. The thieves, they could circumvent the guards and ripped it apart to remove the gold. They could take away all these riches with them. So this treasure could be robbed, and that is why they wanted to take the body and all this treasure away. In Tut's time, the royals were fabulously wealthy, and they thought or hoped they could take their riches with them. Now, this is very important again, because at that time, in King Tut's time, 3300 years ago, the royals means the people belonging to royal families, they were fabulously wealthy. They were very wealthy people. They were very, very rich people, and they thought or hoped they could take their riches with them. This is the thought that they believed in, and this is known as resurrection also, because these people, these kings or the Egyptians, they thought that after death, all their riches, all their wealth, or all their treasures, they could be taken to the afterlife, to the next life. For this journey to the great beyond, King Tut was lavished with glittering goods. Now, that is why King Tut was lavished, means he was provided with so many glittering goods. Glittering means चमकदार चीजें, shining things, a lot of stunning things, artifacts were provided to him. And what were all these things? Precious collars, inlaid necklaces, bracelets, rings, amulets, ceremonial aprons, sandals, sheaths for his fingers and toes, and now iconic inner coffin and mask. Means all these things were provided to him. Why? Because they believed in resurrection, because they believed all these things could go with a man to his next life. That is why he was lavished with, I am reading it again, precious collars. Collars means a kind of collar that would be, you can say, worn on the neck by a king. Inlaid necklaces. Inlaid here means जिसको हम बोलते हैं जड़े हुए. So embedded necklaces means a lot of gems would be inlaid, they would be embedded, and bracelets were given, and rings were there. Amulets, this is very important word, that is generally you can say we know it in Hindi as tabiz. That is charms against evil, something that would be tied on your arms or anywhere else, just to put you can say, safe from the evil things. A ceremonial apron was there, sandals were there, sheaths. This is again very important word. Sheaths means the coverings, like we wear gloves in our hands. In the same way, there were sheaths for fingers and toes. And now, iconic means very important, inner coffin was there, and mask were also there, all of pure gold. All these things were made up of gold. To separate Tooth from his adornments, Carter's men removed the mummy head and severed nearly every major joint. And now they couldn't do anything. So what they had done, Carter's men, his people, they removed the mummy's head. First of all, they actually put the mummy's head, you can say severed. What is the meaning of severed here? This is very important word. Severed means cut. His head was being cut, it was detached, nearly every major joint, and they had no other option. They had to chisel away the resins, and now with scientific detachment they started, you can say, getting the bones one by one. Each and every major joint was being cut, and they are getting the different body parts one by one out of the coffin. हर एक मेजर जॉइंट को डिटैच किया जा रहा है और निकाला जा रहा है. वंस दे हैड फिनिश्ड, they reassembled the remains on a layer of sand, and at last they reassembled all these things back, because they had detached each and every major joint. Now they were putting all these things on in a wooden box, and they padded that concealed the damage. And not only they were putting all these things again, they are not only reassembling all these body parts again, but at the same time they tried their best to concealed means they tried to hide the damage, because some damage would have been done by them. The bed where Tooth now rest, and at last they put the body inside the wooden box again, and it was reassembled. So for today, this is, you can say, the end of the day today, and tomorrow we are going to read the chapter from this page number 25 again. We'll continue tomorrow. Till then, stay safe, stay back home, and take a very good care of yourself. Thank you very much. Bye bye.